Namaste, my beautiful souls. Today I want to do a reading with such a question. Does he have regrets? Is he sorry about something what happened between you two or did not happen between you two? I want you to choose one set of cards, 1, 2, 3. But if there is more than one man in your life you want to ask such question, then please simply choose set of card number 1 for one man, set of card number 2 for another man, or number 3 for another man. Maybe you had 3 men in your life who you want to know the answer to such question, maybe just one, according to your situation. Even the strongest ones of us, even more advanced, most advanced, the powerful ones, those who walked away from all kinds of not happy, dead end relationship, we sometimes ask that question in our heads, in our minds, and we sometimes want to know the answer to this question. So let us see. Does he have regrets? Even if it happened a week ago or it happened 30 years ago, does not matter. Does he have regrets? If he's sorry about something what happened between you two or didn't happen between you two. Let us ask my favorite deck, the Arcanum deck. Asking the spirits of fire, earth, air, and water, the guides, the keepers, the observers, the guardians, to give us the answer to our question. To my forehead, to my mouth, to my heart. Does he have regrets? Is he sorry about something what happened or what did not happen? Set of card number 1, set of card number 2, and set of card number 3. Girls, you know me, boys if any. I will tell you only what's in the cards. Nothing to add or to remove, only what's in the cards. Set of card number 1. Magician with King of Wands. This one is sorry about absolutely nothing. I will explain why. We have a man who is 100% sure that everything he does is absolutely right. We have the magician. Magician has all of the energies here. There are swords, cups, pentacles, and wands. King of Wands, especially if you are, it can be any zodiac sign, but it can be fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So we are dealing with a man who only deals with people who can benefit him. Unfortunately, this man is very strong, very sexual, double sexual, very charismatic, but he is manipulative, extremely egocentric, especially with the kings next to him, extremely controlling, extremely powerful. The problem with such a man that there are there is only one codex of honor: his own will, his own good, his own benefit. He is extremely manipulative, extremely sensual, but without any principles, without any compassion. He plays with others and he uses others, because magician is absolutely magnificent psychic, and he feels people. He knows each person, what buttons to press and how to make people give him what he wants or what he needs, when people absolutely clueless about it. And he's using his brightness and sexuality as well. Yes, it's a very very masculine type, but unfortunately it's very bright, it's very masculine, it's very sexual, physically very beautiful, and he knows spirituality, and he's extremely intellectual, but it's a dictator and manipulator. He can charm, he can seduce a nun, he can charm, he can pull, he knows how to use all those methods of manipulation, of closer, further, carrot, stick, everything. Problem is that a woman in relationship, a woman falls to his trap and starts doing exactly what he wants, when he wants, and how he wants it. Here is a devil here, the shadow of a devil. But when it happens, he gets bored. Usually he gets bored with such a case, and then he goes and finds himself another victim. But if a woman does not do what he wants, doesn't follow into his traps, doesn't obey, then he gets excited. It's an exciting game, so he tries to outsmart, outplay such a woman, but unfortunately sooner or later he learns how to outplay even a very smart, very strong woman. Being honest with you, playing with such a man is useless, because he's going to be in any relationship with such a man, you will always be a loser. He always going to be a winner, because the rules are his own, the game is his own, and it's only for his own pleasure. So you can give a problem is, it's such a man, you give them your soul, your body, your everything, and unfortunately that's what usually brings such relationship to the end, because he already have you eating from palm of his hand. Usually the such men become the toughest teacher in the life of a woman. Of course, it's all levels of narcissist. Of course, it's a grandiose narcissist. Of course, it's a covert and grandiose. And usually society and women see him as the absolute angel hero with white wings. His ego is as large as universe. He is sorry about absolutely nothing, because he believes that he is the hand of destiny, he is the hand of karma. That's why Lamniskata here, he believes everything and anything in his power. Nothing stops him. Actually, when there is an obstacle, he loves obstacles because he likes to bring them down. But it's very similar to Don Juan of Shakespeare, that he finds extremely kind and noble woman and enjoys to destroy. The purer, the stronger, purer in spirit and in her light a woman is, the more he enjoys to submerge her into darkness. This is how he feels his own power. So this one has no regrets. He's not capable of regrets. He's not capable of taking responsibility over pain he endures on someone else. And I believe that this happened for most of you who is listening right now. It happened in the past, but this man it's an experience which significantly influenced you, first in the negative way, but then in positive. What I mean positive, that you learn to rise and learn to look at yourself and value yourself, and you told yourself, I'm not gonna throw myself ever again to the feet of a man, no matter how magnificent he looks or acts or so on. So this, in this number one, no, he is not capable of feeling any regrets or feeling sorry. He considers himself right. Girls, you know me, I tell you the cards. Set of cards number two, is he sorry for something? Does he have any regrets? Oh, the thing is that this one, yes and no, but I will explain why. Some of you, for some of you, let's just put it like this. For some of you, this man wasn't free. For some of you, this was a married man, probably. Why? Just yesterday, I have told you about 9, or was it yesterday, or was it before, the day before yesterday? I told you about 9 of Wands. Sorry, 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. Yes, it was yesterday. 10 of Wands. They're very similar in their meanings. That one is standing, that one is carrying them. So for some of you, this was a man who was married. For some of you, of course, for not all of you. And he had that chance with you, because there is a Fool here, a new circle of life, that chance to find the true happiness with you. But he was carrying this. If he was not married, then it was other things which he was carrying. It could be, like I already said yesterday in a video explaining 10 of Wands, it's responsibility. It's like I put up with, this is similar card to Hangman. This, you know, if he chose you and that chance was you, there could be your different, like I say, no, the most ridiculous thing in the world is when different religions are standing between people, because it's like my cage is better than your cage, or your cage is worse than mine, because I see religion as a cage. You know, mine is wooden, yours is golden, mine is better. So but it could be this, it could be cultural, it could be his family against you, or he could be, I don't know, a lawyer, and you could be you know, a kindergarten teacher, and his parents and his surroundings consider you not good enough, because this is a man who depends too much, depends very much on the opinion of others. He's so afraid to do something for disappointing the people, so the people don't see him like a perfection. So he had this chance, but he told himself, no, it's not gonna be ending any good. There is no perspectives here, it will never work out, it can never work out, so on and so on. So even though this man, when he carries all this Wands, it's a narrow-minded. So when it was something in between you, he's a narrow-minded and too dependent on all the dogmas and all the rules. And he, interesting thing, that he hates it. It's so heavy to carry all this. And he dreams, the problem is with 10 of Wands, and he dreams to drop it, just freaking drop it. And also they're signifying that insecurities, the fears, you know, as I already said, looking as a bad guy to someone, the fear that, you know, people surrounding are not gonna accept you or him or both of you. And he dreams to just freaking, it's status, by the way, status, he dreams to just drop it all one day. And he tells himself, one day, it's this golden cage, you know, one day I'm just gonna freaking drop it, and I'm gonna be free, and I'm gonna be wonderful, I'm gonna be happy, I'm gonna be, you know, happy deppy. But that's just dreams, and he keeps on caring. So in a relationship with you, is he sorry about something? The Fool shows a chance. The Fool in here, a chance. Maybe you did have a fling, but being honest with you, having a fling with this man is hard to impossible. Maybe you were just flirting. If you did have a fling for some time, if you did become lovers and you were hoping that he's gonna drop it and move to a new life with you, then he of course didn't do it. But he is sorry that you see, you brought him, you came to him like this taste and smell of freedom, so sincere, so open. It all started unexpectedly. It started like an innocent flirt. It was spontaneous, and he felt like a child again, and he felt like he can smile, he can see the colors in the you know, in life around him. And it could have been a beautiful start of you two having a romance, but then of course all that what he is carrying took over him, and he did not drop it. And of course he is sorry, but at the same time he understands that he would not have dropped it either. And he's dreaming of you, fantasizing about you, sees you as the most beautiful, most incredible, beautiful miracle which happened to him. Some of you probably were not even lovers with this man. It was a passion he felt. It was like the whole world is in front of him. He can walk through the ocean. He can grow the wings and fly. He can walk to the other part of the world in order to hug you. You, in this case, you stayed his shining star, like the star card, still dreams of you, still thinks of you, still knows that you were that chance. Yes, you came and you broke his, you know, a routine in which he got stuck. But at the same time he was too afraid, still is too afraid. If he ever chose you, everyone would curse him, everyone would say he is irresponsible, he is stupid, he is an idiot. Everyone would point to him, you know, with a finger. Everyone would turn away from him. And so unfortunately, that chance that destiny gave him, he did not take. He's sorry about it, but he's too much of a coward to drop all that what he's carrying. Very sad. And the last, number 3, I'm sorry, this already have been there. Last 3. Oh no, my goodness, that's horrendous. You know what he's sorry about? That he could not continue to lie and use and hurt you. I don't know how. If you already know, you already saw me talking enough about Page of Swords, the most cruel, coldest character, the most cruel and coldest, who not just does not have the thing called ability to love, ability to feel compassion, ability to feel sorry, some other people pain. No, he enjoys hurting. Because when someone cries because of him, when someone suffers because of him, when someone is dying of pain, exhaustion, and absolute disaster because of him, he feels powerful. He can abuse physically, morally, spiritually, mentally. He's criticizing. He will devalue. He will tell you you're nothing. You are stupid. It's all your fault. It's all because of you. He will use all the methods. Unfortunately, it's not just a narcissistic type. No. We are dealing with the moon and the page of swords. Please be extremely careful when you see these two cards together, because this is a psychopath. The moon and this character. Or if you see this one with a devil, it's a psychopath. So reptilian mind, reptilian brain. Absolutely horrendously terrifying and scary. Impulsive, cruel, cold, unempathic, shame, blame, guilt, gaslighting, self-gaslight. He will use it all and enjoy. The more you suffer of pain, the more he will enjoy. If you still with this man, together with this man, or in relationship with this man, please be careful. Of course, if it resonates. I already said, and I explained in my video about if the reading does not resonate, then it was meant for someone else. If you are dealing with the kindest, most wonderful, responsible, loyal man who treats you with dignity, love, respect, and care, of course, this is not your case. But if something I'm saying rings the bell, please be extremely careful, extremely. Also, the very bad thing is that many women get stuck in such relationship because also the moon, uncertainty, illogicality, and the moon enchants. It's like you're under the spell. So this is what called adrenaline, endorphin dependency, psycho-emotional neurotic dependency, or Stockholm syndrome, when you think you love a torturer. Stockholm syndrome is very known. Adrenaline, endorphin, codependency, dependency is similar to Stockholm syndrome. You can't leave the torturer. You absolutely, this is horrendous. So please, if it rings the bell, so please pay attention. No, this one would be sorry about absolutely nothing. But if you are not with him anymore, if you managed to get away from this man, you need to go buy yourself a 7 layers beautiful cake and a bottle of champagne and hug yourself, because you pretty much escape death. Okay? If you were capable to run away from this man, because the moon is the situation in where a woman gets stuck, and it ends up, because a relationship with such a man destroys you physically, emotionally, mentally. it turns a woman into shade of herself. No one recognizes. He also cuts her from all friends, families, hobbies. So he becomes her only God she prays, and he humiliates and devalues her until she, unfortunately, it brings a woman to even suicidal thoughts. Only the professional help, or she in her inner strength or her guidance keepers, pull her out, because this is really scary. So if you got away from this man, you are a hero. You are a hero. You are a hero, because this is very hard. And he's sorry only about one thing, that he cannot use you as his resource. He cannot drink your blood. He cannot use you. He cannot abuse you and enjoy your pain. Because of course, moon is connected with illusions, which you believed probably you could heal him, you believed it could work, you were giving and giving. So he only sorry that you're not giving anymore, and he cannot use you anymore, and he cannot lie to you anymore, or manipulate you anymore. So it was extreme test for you, this man in your life. Extreme test. He was you pressing all your buttons. You were completely lost. You didn't know where you were, who you were, what is happening, why is it happening, why is he like this? Because you were probably young and you were not experienced, and he did this hot, cold, up, down. He was playing with you like a cat with a mouse, and enjoying your confusion, enjoying your pain, enjoying your tears, enjoying you trying to figure out why all this is happening. Plus of course he could scream, he could blame, or he could, because this is a card of absolute silence, or he could treat you with absolute ignorance and with absolute silence, and you probably even in some situation you kept him a secret, like your friends and family didn't know that you were in relationship with him, but kept on asking you what is happening with you. You are not like yourself. What is wrong? Are you sick? What's going on? Or he kept you as a secret, and he used you secretly, so you knew you were in deep, big trouble, but you could not get out. So if you did get out, you are no less than a hero, a true hero. So he's only sorry because he cannot use you anymore. It also sharpened your intuition tremendously. This experience sharpened your intuition tremendously, because you learned to trust. Now already this kind of person, this kind of man will not be able to get you on a hook, because you learn to trust your intuition. You also become brave enough, because this is illusion. Moon is illusion. When a woman simply refuses to see there is a beast in front of her, she just doesn't want to see, even if she knows with her each cell that she's dealing with a beast, but she would refuse. She would keep on fooling herself. If you were able to see clearly who you were dealing with, if you were able to get free, to become free from this disaster, you are no more than a hero, no less than a hero. And plus, you are now very intuitive. No one can fool you anymore. You sense people, you read people first 3 seconds after meeting them, and no beast can anymore approach you, because you know too well. You learned on this hard experience. Plus, it could have been karmic story because of the moon, or universe sometimes sends you such tough situations, so you, believe it or not, nothing happens just for nothing. Everything happens for the reason, and you could could have been sent such tough tests so you could learn to really value yourself, to get away from danger, and to deeply listen to your intuition. And you did learn it. Because you probably were obsessed. This is a card. You were obsessed. He was your drug. He was your obsession. He would slap you physically or psychologically or emotionally, and you would just lie at his feet, hoping and praying that he would change and stop doing it. But at one point you did realize that's not gonna happen, so you put yourself together, you got yourself together, you got up, and you said no more. You said no more, and you were gone, and now you can read people clearly. So he's only sorry that he cannot do this anymore to you, but at the same time, you are a hero if you got free from a man like this. This, my beautiful queens, all about this reading. You know how I do it. I read the cards. If I already said, if you chose number 3 and you are dealing with the sweetest, nicest, most wonderful, kindest man who is nothing like this, then this is not meant for you. It meant for someone who needed to hear it. Wishing you all the best. We'll talk to you soon. Namaste.